What about the ranch? When I first came to Paso, where did the Jardines settle when they first came to this area in '73 or '74?
As far as I know, they settled out there on the Wurra Wurra, and I remember in the paper about 20 years ago where my great grandfather had took and grafted a peach tree, and it grew 5 feet in 1 year. And so I knew that was on the Wurra Wurra, and I think my Aunt Jessie, she lived on the place for quite a while.
Who was Aunt Jessie? Who was Aunt Jessie?
Well, Aunt Jessie was my grandfather and my great uncle's sister, and she was first married to a Kuhnle. Charlie Kuhnle was shot and on the Wurra, and anyways, I don't know the history who shot him or how he got shot, but I understand he was shot with a double-barrel shotgun. Is that right, John?
That's what I understand.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a suspect in that, Pop?
Yeah.
Fill us in on that one a little bit.
Well,
About what year would this have been, approximately? Give or take 10 years.
let's see, in the teens.
Okay.
Oh, I think it would be right around 1906 or 7.
Right.
1906 or 1907, okay. What do you know about the story you've heard, Bob?
Well, all I know is what I've been told, and that's that they came out here and accused my dad's father of shooting Kuhnle.
What was his name?
William.
Okay.
And anyway, the constable came out here and didn't have no guns on or nothing. And so they told him that they wanted him at the inquest in San Luis. So he got on the train and went down to the San Luis. When he got off the train, geez, they had a young army there waiting for him. Took him up to the courthouse and everything. They couldn't prove anything that he'd done it because, hell, he was sleeping in the bunkhouse with a whole bunch of guys out there at Great Uncle Johnny's place, his brother's place.
Was that on the Wurra Wurra?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they didn't have a case against him. Later on, there was a guy come out here and wanted to talk to my grandfather up at the forks of the road.
Is that right up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a great big tree there then, a big oak tree.
That's the forks of G14 Adelaide Road now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Adelaide. That's the old Adelaide Road going up that way. Right. But anyway, this fella and my grandfather got to be good friends years later. And he told him, he said, you know, I called you out there to kill you that night. And he said, I got afraid you'd beat me to the draw. And he said, so I never even tried to pull my pistol. And anyway, my grandfather didn't even have a pistol on. He had a big sheepskin coat on, but you couldn't tell what was under it, you know. And so anyway, that's that story there.
The reason that this guy was worried about, I guess, be my great grandfather, I'm guessing here, was he? Did he have some kind of reputation of being a pistolero or something? Or?
Well, he was one hell of a good shot. That's the thing. He didn't any gun that he picked up. He was supposed to be really good with it.
So based on this reputation, the guy was worried that maybe did he have a wearing pistols?
Huh?
Did he have a habit of wearing pistols?
At times, not all the time. Boy, Granny said, no, not all the time.
I think to clarify that a little bit better, when the guy came out here to shoot my grandfather, he came out on an old iron gray horse. And my grandfather was sitting at the table eating, and he got up and went out to see what he wanted, and he says, well, it was kind of a cool day, and he says, I'm going to go back in the house and get a coat on. And that's when he put the coat on, and he figured that he had a pistol on him. And then they went up the Parker Road and talked, and then the guy went home. And he was afraid that my grandfather would beat him to the draw. He was scared to get that gun.